Hello, my name's Hilary Woodhead. I'm the Executive Director of NAPA, the National Activity Providers Association. And this is Alison. Alison, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, thanks Hilary. Yes, I'm the Programme Director for a NAPA project, Arts in Care Homes, and we're very much looking forward to our National Day of Arts in Care Homes, which takes place this Thursday, the 24th of September.
Brilliant, thank you, Alison. Would you like to tell us a little bit about how Arts in Care Homes came about?
So, well, my background, I've worked for a housing trust for many years, managing a programme of arts activities for older people, and was a wonderful job. And I learned a great deal from working with staff, residents, volunteers and arts organisations. And I've done quite a bit of work for NAPA along the way, did some freelance work managing some projects, including the NAPA Choir Buddies project, which was funded by Comic Relief. So at the beginning of last year, we were lucky enough to get funding from the Bearing Foundation and the Rain Foundation to set up the NAPA project, Arts in Care Homes. The aim of it really was to kind of raise the profile of arts in care settings and really champion the importance. And you know, by arts in care homes, we're really talking about the whole range. We're talking about from the kind of everyday creativity, the crafts, flower arranging, cooking, right up to those great big projects, the choir projects, the community arts projects. And so Arts in Care Homes mission and with NAPA is to really champion that, to support care homes, to supply resources for care staff and anyone interested in the subject of arts in care homes. And so for the project, we set up a user friend, which is packed full of resources. And the other main kind of element of it is setting up a national day for arts in care homes. So we had our first one last year. This year, coming up on Thursday, the 24th of September, is our second National Day of Arts in Care Homes. Our funding was originally for England, but we've actually had tons of interest both from the rest of the UK and beyond. Canada have set up their own similar day. Australia are interested, and I've also heard someone in Seattle in the US are keen as well. So this Thursday we will be celebrating recognising the massive contribution of staff and residents and celebrating the National Day of Arts in Care Homes.
Wonderful. And if we think about, you know, how we use art in care homes, what difference do you think it can make?
I think it makes a massive difference. I mean, personally, from my own experience of running art sessions, seeing arts projects, but also, I mean, the arts have got such a strong power, and I think it's been talked about a lot with people living with dementia, the power of music. Anyone who works in a care setting will tell you music is a powerful communicator, anyone, and that it can actually connect with people for whom any other form of communication can be very difficult. Yeah. Music can unlock amazing things, but also the visual arts, poetry, dance. So I've also, during lockdown, obviously, the arts have become increasingly important, not just in care settings, but I think for the public at large. We've realised that we need music, we need colour, we need poetry to help us through difficult times. Yeah. And I hope that there'll be a real greater awareness of how important that can be. But also, I've had some amazing feedback from the care providers that NAPA works with, from activity coordinators and managers, volunteers, saying, actually, without the arts, we don't know how we would have got through lockdown. It's as powerful as that. Yeah. And I think when they say that, what they mean and how they've used the arts is to connect people. So people within the care setting, they've had socially distanced art sessions, corridor choirs, and so it's actually got the team within the home more connected. Residents that didn't have particular friendships with other people have connected, because the art allows you to tell your stories. You can share about who you are, what you like, what you don't like. You can talk about worries, which has been a very powerful use of it during this time. People have talked about loneliness, about the concept of home, what home is, what makes you feel like you're at home, the importance of your family, loved ones, your neighbours, and all of that. You can use the arts as a starting point, as a safe starting point, without even asking the question. You can draw people out, and people share things through images, through words, even through movement. And so, you know, we feel the arts are incredibly important, and also to celebrate. There has been, despite the incredibly sad stories that we've heard, the arts has had an important role during lockdown for care settings of planning, looking forward to things. You know, I know loads of the care providers we're working with, we got feedback from them, didn't we, Hilary? We wanted to know, is this day going to be useful to you? We don't want to do something that's going to cause you more work. But the feedback we got was, yes, please, we need things to look forward to. We're doing stuff all the time anyway. Care settings don't stop. Activity is an integral part of care for older people. So what we've seen, and what's really exciting for us, is to see how people have taken the idea on board of Arts in Care Homes Day. They've been planning, they've been putting exhibitions together, they've been rehearsing choirs, they've been writing poetry, they've been decorating their house, connecting with people. Muriel Street, Care UK, have been connecting with people across the world who've been sending in love letters. That was a project they were doing anyway, but they've used it for Arts in Care Homes Day to kind of have a lovely celebration. And I think it's important to remember, the lovely thing about art is it can help with sometimes the anticipation is half the fun of these things. And so we've seen through social media all the care homes that are planning wonderful things. They're making decorations for their home, they're getting their art exhibition together. So it's not just on the day, on Thursday, but it's actually been the lead up, the few weeks and the months before.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And this year you've got a particular theme, haven't you? Do you want to just tell us a little bit about the theme and how that came about, really, and what activity we can expect around that theme? That'd be lovely.
So we had some themes kind of penciled in before all this, some really nice themes. But when lockdown started, we thought, hang on, we need to hold back here. We need to really try and feel the mood and what would be most useful. And what we saw, and what I'm sure everyone else has seen, is this connecting, people wanting to support care homes. You know, you've had those stories of school children sending in art. We've seen all the lovely rainbow artwork in the windows, people sending letters. And we felt that the thing that would be most useful right now is this theme of creative communities. That's what we've seen. And by that, we kind of mean the idea of the care setting itself, that community of the residents and the staff, because at this time, when so sadly relatives haven't been able to visit for so long, the staff are there, they are the family, the care setting is the family, it's a community. So we're talking about that community within the home, we're talking about the relatives, the friends, the local schools, the local businesses, the volunteers, the community arts organisations, the artists, the musicians, and then even wider afield, those communities actually across the country and across the world now, from online stuff, because a massive leap that we've seen, and I know you and I have had, Hilary,
Yeah.
this using Zoom and doing online stuff, is seeing care homes actually doing activities with each other, home to home via Zoom, playing Pictionary, which I think is a great
wonderful.
one,
Yeah.
but also doing online live streaming concerts. We've had beautiful examples of care home residents actually doing lessons to school children. There was a beautiful former art teacher who did art lessons to school children in the local community via the internet. How wonderful
Amazing.
is that?
Amazing.
That wouldn't
Amazing.
have happened. So it's that idea of creative communities. We're all want to support each other. We all need support, and we want to show our support for the care homes and settings. But I think what's also incredibly powerful, certainly for me, is the support I have felt uplifted by seeing the care home stories. They have been supporting us as well. They have been empowered by art. And I know so many people who've been looking at some of these posts saying, wow, this is so inspiring what you've been doing in the care settings. The people who might be deemed vulnerable are actually empowered by art. And that it's a two-way thing. We want to support them, but actually also they are really helping to raise our spirits and to keep us going, and that we all need to keep strong at the moment.
Absolutely. One of the things that's really struck me is how activity and arts providers and organisations have wanted to work collaboratively and work in partnership, and you've developed some really interesting partnerships, haven't you, this year? Do you want to tell us a little bit about some of those?
Yes, I mean, we've had lots of lovely people getting in touch. We've got our regular partners, people we work with anyway. So some key care providers that we work with: Care UK, Sunrise Senior, Anchor. I don't want to miss people out. There's so many. We have so many wonderful care provider partners. So sorry if we haven't mentioned you. We're very grateful to all of you. But we've also had other people getting in touch. So right at the beginning of lockdown, I had an email from an arts organisation called the Poetry Takeaway. Never done any work with them before. I was vaguely aware of their work. And they said, look, we've managed to get some funding. We want to do some work with you. How can we best use this money? And so from that, a beautiful project. Staff have been having training in doing poetry. They've set up their own poetry club. It's been so popular. And in turn, the poets from Poetry Workshop have written some poems for the residents and staff, including a birthday poem for a resident who was celebrating her 100th birthday. They wrote her a bespoke poem.
Lovely.
We've had some other wonderful partners. We've got the National Archive in Kew. They're hoping to share a reminiscence related resource based on their archive on the 24th. The South Bank are doing an amazing project called Art by Post, where they've teamed up with care homes and are encouraging people to send art by post to care homes. And they will be promoting our day through their Everyday Heroes exhibition, which is an outdoor exhibition at the South Bank, which is about celebrating key workers, care settings, and the importance of art. We've got so many partners, people on board. And if you look at our website, the Arts in Care Homes website, which is www.artsincarehomes.org.uk, you'll see under the section about the National Day of Arts in Care Homes, we've got partner pages. Do look at them because they're fantastic. They've all shared amazing resources, free resources, information about what they've been doing during lockdown. They've tried to think about what would be most useful to share for any care settings that are interested, that want to do more. So do please look at our wonderful partner pages, because this is really a group effort, isn't it, Hilary?
Yeah.
We've got
And
so many people on board the
absolutely
team.
amazing just how many people have got involved this year, and a thank you to everybody really
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
their interest and their involvement, because I think, you know, the more we can work collaboratively, the more we can do. So which is you know, what we're looking forward to. So what can we expect on the day?
So on the day, I mean, really, it's, you know, what's been exciting. We've seen the interest growing. We've seen people sharing posts. We know that people are doing a lot on the day. We can see this planning going on. So we've asked people to organise an event on the day if they can, if that, you know, if their you know, capacity allows it on the day. So care settings across the UK and beyond will be doing their own activities. So some people are doing concerts, some people are doing exhibitions, all kinds of things. So look out for that on social media. They'll be sharing posts about that on the day. We'll be sharing some exclusive artwork. So we've got a beautiful poem that's been created, a beautiful cartoon that's been created for us by Tony Husband, who's a really renowned cartoonist. And we'll be sharing that as a kind of present on the day. And it's all about the idea of creativity in care homes. We'll be sharing lots of free resources. We've got some amazing resources. So if you have any interest in the idea of arts in care homes, but maybe, you know, maybe for those homes that do a little bit, but are inspired by some of the other things going on and think, we want to develop what we're doing, but we're not quite sure. What can we do? We're not all artists, but we love art. And the message we're saying is, everyone is creative, everyone can do art. Your message, only you can share your message and your point of view and your stories. Use the arts to do that and help your residents, because they may say, we're not arty, I'm not an arty person, but it's how you present things. Everybody has a story to tell.
Absolutely.
And can, you know, you just need to find the right thing. It's different for everyone. So do have a look. On the 24th, we're going to be sharing some amazing resources. Creative Paths, a community arts group who do a lot of work in care settings. They've produced a brilliant resource for us on the theme of creative communities. It's in 5 sections. It is absolutely jam-packed full of activities, reminiscence type resources to get the conversation going, and then it might, you know, your art idea might come from that. So please, if you're at all interested but you feel like we don't know where to start, because it can be challenging, and some of the examples you're going to see on the day are by care providers that have been doing this a long time. They put a lot of resources in, and we don't, you know, there's stuff there for the people that are just starting, for the new member of staff who's just come in as an activity coordinator and thinks, where do I start? Please, these resources we hope are helpful. They've been designed for you by people who work in these settings and really kind of understand, you know, share really good accessible ideas to get started.
Brilliant, brilliant. That's fantastic. So Thursday, the 24th of September, the second National Arts in Care Homes Day. We really look forward to hearing how you get on, Alison, but also, you know, to hearing on our social media channels, you know, what everybody's up to. And yeah, please get in touch. Let us know what you're up to. Keep in touch. And after the event too, please send us your photographs. We'd love to see how you got on, or any videos as well that people took on the day. And we'll be sharing those across the NAPA website, the Arts in Care Homes website, and the NAPA magazine as well. So thank you, Alison. Good luck.
Thanks very much. Thanks, Hilary. We're very excited. Thanks, everyone that's taking part, and anyone who's even got a vague interest. If you're feeling a bit down and worried, as many of us are at the moment, if you want to be uplifted, please look at some of these stories, because there is hope. There's a lot of positive stuff going on there. But the care homes and settings, they need our support as well. ordinary people doing extraordinary things, and they need our support. So Thursday is our day to celebrate them, to raise a toast, and say you're not alone. We're all together, connected as a big creative community.
Wonderful, Alison. Thank you so much. Bye for now.
Thanks very much. Thank you.